Hey up, I'm Big Daddy DD09.
I'm not calling you that.
And this is Sam.
Now then, I'm Sam from Shed of Shame Studios.
So this is another Cold Mons sesh, the Wish's answer to Cold Ones. It's a bit of everything. We're going to do a bit of finding Digimon. We're going to do a bit of cards, cans and questions type thing with some mad looking boosters. We're just going to have a bit of a sesh and just do some Digimoning.
Nice.
Buzzing. So I got these, right? So after my recent discovery on AliExpress of those Digimon KU cards, I went immediately back and ordered some more. From the same thing and everything, and what came is something totally different, which is hilarious and actually has got me probably more excited.
Oh, you ordered the same thing?
Yeah, the same page, and two completely different things, different to what originally ordered, different to each other came, and they're quite obviously bootleg. Yeah, just different well. In every, I don't know. So a little close up just to explain it to you. So you can see, first of all, the resolution is just a joke. This is the Digimon Adventure 2020 logo, so this is the reboot logo, but in the reboot, all your Digimon Digi-Destined have different clothes. These are the original outfits, so this is the 1999 Digimon Adventure with the Digimon Adventure 2020 branding. This one's even more exciting because we've just got such a random array of stuff. So we've got low resolution Angemon, we've got Omnimon X, and this geezer, I'm pretty sure, is actually an Appmon, which technically isn't a Digimon. I think this is Hackmon from the Applimon universe. So it's up to my wonderful guest to decide which box you want to open. Which box are we doing?
See, this looks cool, but I think we should go blue, because blue's my favourite colour.
The packs look alright, don't they? Do the honours.
Pack.
Straight off the bat. You've been practising that, haven't you?
Hours at home. I thought that was just cardboard then for a second.
Oh, sick.
Little shout out. Ree's painting them. Our friend Gavin has printed some 3D printed Sukamon tokens, and Ree, my partner, is actually painting these up. Oh,
sick. Deltamon. That, I might be wrong here, but that actually looks like Sinobali's art. I'm going to fact check that because I think that might be an independent artist's art that they've stolen. I'm going to have to check that.
Oh, okay.
I reckon they've been nicking people's art.
Just I think.
So yeah, unfortunately, I was actually bang on about this. This is Sinobali's art, and a lot of the art in this set actually turns out belongs to Sinobali. This has been stolen. This was taken without their permission. Obviously, I wasn't sure about this throughout this video, but after filming this, I confirmed it with Sinobali. They said I can share this screenshot to confirm it with you. So if you see these cards for sale, do not buy them. Do not support piracy, and stealing people's art is absolutely appalling. I'd love it if you would consider going and checking out Sinobali's website, where you can buy loads of really cool stuff from the artist and support the artist and enjoy some absolutely incredible art. Sinobali is ace. Their artwork is ace. Do not support piracy. This is just ridiculous. Anyway, on with the video.
Mammothmon.
He's the one that can, if he blocks in the normal card game, he reboots it.
No, that's Mechanorimon. This is Gardramon.
Gardramon. Oh, that's it. Oh, no.
Wait, no.
It's got
shiny on the end. Rapidmon, tribute to Gav.
Yeah, Gav. Yeah.
Once again.
Ironic.
Yeah.
Yes. And they've got some information on the back, but it's in
mysterious foreign language. I'm pretty convinced these aren't official, because that looks like Sinobali's art, and that looks like Sinobali's art. However, I'm going to stop saying it now in case it's not, and I don't want to just spend the whole video accusing it.
They've got thickness.
They're well printed,
it's good
but
cardstock.
I'm pretty sure they're just not official, like officially sanctioned by Bandai. Right, I'll tear into one, then we'll do our first question. Oh, Numamon, buzzing! Buzzing! So we've got Sukamon, now we've got Numamon looking ace. Little factoid thing on the back. We've got Cubimon, Foxtail Inferno, Dark Tyrannomon looking sick. Gazimon. Oh, buzzing! That's well cool. War and Monzomon.
Cool.
Yeah. And his Broken Hearts attack.
That's cool.
Sick. There's going to be a tax on this video. Every time we say that can't stay in the video, you've got to finish your drink.
Before we do another question,
yeah,
because it is a Cold Mons video, I have had a little bit thing commissioned and made for us to celebrate Cold Mons and to hopefully make it a recurring.
Okay, okay.
So.
Oh, sick! Oh, that is buzzing. That is well cool. Cold Mons merch. Cold Mons merch. So there's Sam and Diaboromon and me and Gallantmon looking sick.
So it's Double Tap Clothing who printed the tops.
Double Tap Clothing. Absolute legends.
And on the other arm, it is King Monday Designs that did the artwork.
Freaking mint. Looking fresh. Buzzing.
So a little bit of trivia about the top. When I sent the design across to Tom from King Monday, he sent me his first attempt at it. And I was like, I really like it, but is there any chance you can make the faces a little bit less fat? Just for my own vanity.
Cheers, dude. You're the man. I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
You see all the dust that's kicked up now?
No.
Can you not? Right, so, Mr. Sam, I have a series of questions for you in a sort of Finding Digimon style, but yeah, this is going to be less podcasty. What brought you back to Digimon?
So, what brought me back was the card game. So, our friend Tim, who runs our local game store, he's always looking for different card games that are coming out and what he's going to stock in the shop. And one day in, I want to say 2020, I can't remember, told me that there was a Digimon card game coming out and that he was a little bit too old to remember it, but can I remember Digimon? I was like, yeah, I remember Digimon. Digimon's ace. So
Digimon is ace.
Yeah, Digimon is ace. And Ree, my fiance, she didn't know anything about Digimon, so I introduced her to it on YouTube, but we tried to find the DVDs and stuff, but they were out of sale on Amazon and everything. So yeah, I asked him to get it in, said it'd be a good shout, and I'd definitely be playing it. And then Tim started stocking the card game. The reason I'm back into Digimon the way I am is through the community. Because one day when I was at work and Ree was at the shop, she come in and she's like, oh, there's this lad down the shop called Alex who's got a YouTube channel. I was like, yeah, of course he does. She's like, yeah, you should check his videos out. And again, it was one of them, I think Alice told the story of she just put on one of your videos and it's you burping and down in a drink. And I was like, oh, okay, this is quite cool. And yeah, I think the next time I came down the shop, we started talking and that's that. So yeah, that's how I've come back to Digimon.
Today we're joined by the beautiful Ikakumon. How many shakes do you think he needs for his mega hit?
1.
Ready. Harpoon Torpedo!
Ikakumon.
Such an ace dude as well. He'd be a good drinking buddy. It was like when he digivolved yesterday, and I was thinking about today's video, I was thinking that Ikakumon would actually be a sick drinking buddy.
It was cool in Try that he actually gets some screen time.
He actually gets animated.
He's
not just like sliding across the scene with like his legs under the water.
I said to Ree when we were watching it, I was like, I really like Joe's arc in this. And I hope they carry it on. And it's like, oh no, it's done in one episode.
Yeah, you've not seen it all yet though, have you?
No, I've finished 3. Go on, 3 and 6.
Pack time, take it away, sir. Upamon, tribute to the Digimon Professor. Ned Flanders.
Entmon?
It's Cherrymon.
There is a tree that's called Entmon though, yeah.
Shogun Gekomon, another great drinking buddy. Look how low resolution that is. See,
I bet that's pulled straight from the anime.
Through the camera, you're not going to be able to see it, but through to the naked eye, that is proper, just like low res.
Because that's like episode 2 in it.
Yeah, episode 2. Yeah,
I know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Biomon.
Oh, 1.
We've got a 1 instead of a Z. Madness. Vilemon.
He's cool.
Motimon. Abidramon.
It's a crab.
Spooky Ghost. And Garurumon. That's an alt art, isn't it? Look at the texture on that taxi. Bad boy. These shirts are sick.
Thank you. I was really happy with them. I mean,
official Cold Mons merch. Yeah. Right, so next, what is your favourite part of the Digimon franchise?
My answer to it is a bit of a cop-out. Because it's not part of the franchise. It is genuinely the community. And
boo.
It is genuinely the community because I've obviously my nerdy side is from Warhammer, and that's like my background is all in Warhammer and anything like that. And anyone who watches your videos that might have a bit of crossover with Warhammer or know anything about it, a lot of the communities are toxic. They're very gatekeeperish, very condescending on different bits and pieces, very defensive on different bits of lore, and coming into the Digimon community from that side of it, and I actively took myself out of Facebook groups that I'm like. Blood Bowl is one of my favourite Warhammer games, and I've had to take myself out of the Blood Bowl community group on Facebook because of how toxic it is, and just like it's just honestly, it's like I was getting more wound up by that than anything else, and it's just like, well, I don't need to be in this group, so why am I? So I took myself out of it. So the Digimon community is just a completely different side. Like it's very rare, very rare to see anything negative in that community, and if it is, it's about normally justified reasons about something not coming to a certain region or maybe pricing or something like that. But that again, it's not directed at you having a favourite Digimon or me having a favourite Digimon.
Like,
or
you can't like Metal Greymon because that's the wrong Metal Greymon.
Or like, you can't like this Digimon because he's a bad guy in the anime and he's obviously evil, so why would you like him? It's like, well, I can like the design. Just because I like Digimon doesn't mean I want to launch a nuke and take it.
Exactly, 100%. But launching a nuke would be a lot.
Would be a cold bomb thing to do. But yeah, the community is my favourite thing about Digimon. Just like how accepting it is and the way just like the Didi UK as well, like going in there and like posting a picture in of different bits and pieces. You know, I can't navigate Discord, I hate Discord, but it is a fantastic little community. And then being lucky enough to come with you to Comic-Con and just seeing like how everyone interacted at Comic-Con and everyone talking and like how much passion they've got for everything. Whereas you go to, again, a Warhammer World open day or something like that, and there are people queuing up that are like, someone will be in cosplay and it'll be like, oh, that's low effort. And it's like, oh, he's made the effort to come in cosplay and you're even like average Joe clothing. Like, don't diss on him. But if I'm going to have to pick a franchise thing, it's obviously the cards because it's what got me back into it all. I do like the V-Pets, and I like how passionate you are about the V-Pets, and again, seeing like Hayden down the shop and Dom and Gav and you lot playing with them and doing the hatches and stuff. Like, I've raised a couple of Digimon on it and gone all the way to the end with them, but it's not my thing. I understand it, I appreciate it, and I understand why people love it. But for me, I think it was just an advert as to why I've not got kids yet. Is all mine did was poo and cry all the time, and I was just getting proper frustrated with it. So yeah, the card game for a physical thing, but for like a spirit thing, it is the community.
Tell the audience how deceptively much smaller this actually is than what it looks.
It's like a reverse TARDIS. You look at this thinking we're in a studio, and we're actually in a foot by foot square space.
This is the closest me and Sam have ever been to each other.
Apart from when I got that poster for you from Game.
Yeah, but you said we didn't have to tell anyone about
that. I didn't know what was about to happen.
That was sick though. Right, let's find some more stolen artwork. On a Chromon.
Angry Armoured Dog. Oh,
You know this. You know this. Come on, Sam.
They're probably the two best characters in that part of the series as well.
You're thinking Arukenimon.
Is it not Arukenimon?
No.
Oh!
You've not been doing your own work.
No. It is in the anime though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, he's well in the anime. He's proper dead in the anime. He's 100%. He's balls deep in the anime.
He's ginger, so I should know him.
Dokugumon. Digivolves into Patamon.
Yeah. I don't know the name.
Tokumon.
That's been in one of my decks, so I should know it. I want to say it sounds like Scyther, but it's not.
I mean, it is Scyther, but it's called Sneemon.
Snee, I know it begins with an S. Ooh, that's cool.
That's a something, isn't it?
That is really, that's War Greymon.
That is.
I know that one.
Yeah, you well done.
That's definitely not official art.
Yeah.
I reckon these have been...
This also looks stolen, but yeah, I'm going to stop saying it now because I might be wrong, and I don't want to...
Yeah.
The fancy one. Digimon. Digital Monsters. We've got Tanamon. Low resolution Seedramon. Who's that?
Farfetched.
Yeah. Kiwimon. Morning.
Wood.
Yeah, Woodmon. And Wargroundmon. Nice.
Yeah, that's not official. Or it's been pulled out of the anime because they're a little bit less drawn on the anime, aren't they?
Shots fired.
So there are some parts of it where it's like, yeah, okay, you had like 2 minutes to fill this piece. It's like when you watch, if you ever watch Dragon Ball Z and then go to Dragon Ball Super, you're like, oh, what happened to you?
Right, next. Most memorable moments from your Digimon journey so far. Doesn't have to be the best or the most significant, just something memorable.
The V-Pet tournament.
Hell yeah.
Like, sitting and recording that But when you were like, oh, just get me a few clips here and there, I was like, nah, I'm going to get the whole thing. So
some say the blood has never returned back to Sam's arm.
Recording that and just being part of that was ace. Like, inside joke, when Alex announced it, I had a van at the time at work and joked with Alex, like, oh, do you want to borrow the back of the van to run it? Because obviously the only person I knew that had VPETs was Alex. And then when it comes to the day, we had like a horde of people turn up and like everyone was just getting on with it and it was just ace. I remember Tamer's joke during it. So Alex told me to, I can't remember what it was you told me to watch. And he's like, but the writing's bad. I was like, oh, I made it through Tamer's. And there was like an audible gasp in the room.
That's on your CV.
That is on my CV, yeah, I love that. But no, that was epic, that was. The second one, I've already mentioned it, is Comic-Con. Again, Comic-Con, I never thought I'd go to a Comic-Con, I never thought it'd be my cup of tea. Football stadiums, surrounded by people, watching football, I'm fine with that amount of crowding, but I've been to a couple of other things where there's been lots and lots of people and I've not been a fan, but I think because I went almost on a mission, it kind of gave me like I'm at work sort of style thing, and I really enjoyed that. Again, seeing you get mobbed by fans was was excellent. And then my other standout Digimon moment is the one time at the game store, me and you sat down to have a game, and I was like, right, well, I want to try Jesmon, and like I'd done some alterations to the deck, and you were like, well, I'm playing my Gallimon deck. And we're like, oh, this will be over quick because they're both quick decks, and all three games went down to the wire, didn't they? Like, I think we only had like 2 or 3 cards left in each other's decks by the end of the games, and it was like a proper slogfest sort of. Such
aggressive decks and like fast, high-paced decks.
And we just had different counters. Like you did something, it's like, oh, you've hit a Guide Force, that's gone, and then just
Crimson Mode just deletes all your stuff, and then next game you go to GX.
Yeah, GX comes out and slaps people about.
Yeah, man.
So that's and a fourth, which is a little bit of a soppy one, is watching people in our community at this game store develop and like not grow up. Well, in Hayden's case, grow up a little bit, because like obviously he started as a babby and he's a little bit older now.
He was born in the game store.
He was born in the game store.
We delivered him with our own hands.
But like in the Digimon, that thing, the whole like probably the proudest thing is like Ree's involvement with it, because she's gone from someone who's like not ever played a card game to now she does the post on a Wednesday. She's a driving force for it on on Sunday at the championship. She was talking to people after, like, oh, we can do some trades on Wednesday if you come down, and like actually encouraging the community and building the community and running it. And like One Piece has now become a thing down at the shop, and she's giving advice to someone to run that. And now Lacana's coming out, and she's pushing someone else to be the version of her, but for Lacana. Just watching her develop as that person and take a, obviously, like, professionally she's a nurse, so she's got them leadership skills, but just that whole.
Literally at the supermarket yesterday, trolley with like 20 bottles of beer, just beer, this same beer, and some old bloke was like, just the essentials then.
I bet what someone was like, having a party, and you were like, no.
I just dead-eyed him and said, you should see me without it. Yeah, that definitely did not go to plan. Want any beer with that, Ed? Hey! Right, you're doing all the names this time. If you don't know the names, you've got to make them up.
I know this one as well. That's the annoying thing. It's Baby Vmon.
Not quite baby, though. But yeah, Demi Vmon.
Demi Vmon.
So...
Mechanoramon. Mechanoramon.
That's it. Yeah. You got it.
Tyrannomon.
Hell that
one. That's the one from the VPET box.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's the original OG VPET box thing.
Certainly is, sir. Gavin wants baby.
Yeah, he's the one. He's not Ty. Matt's babby, isn't he?
Sunamon.
Salomon.
Yeah, you got it.
Shout out, Rian.
Hell yeah.
I knew that one.
We've got 10
is that the thing she wears around her tail?
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Here we go. Ooh.
That's the one for. It's the 3rd season.
There's Gatamon's in training.
There's a Gatamon's one.
Nyaramon. So Nyaramon.
You see why? Because it's yellow and purple. So I thought.
Yeah, it looks Renamon-esque. Definitely.
That's it, Renamon.
Octomon. He's an octopus. He's a mon. Hagurumon. Davidramon.
Oh, see, his design is ace. He's the one that pulls the coach for Vampiremon.
Yeah, Vampiremon. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Metal Etamon. That is 100% not official.
Monkey.
Next, on my Digimon X, I've got...
That's all they do.
Yeah.
Eevee. So, Mr. Sam, you have a lifetime of experience in painting miniatures. Can you share 3 of your favourite pieces?
So it's not the first model I ever painted, but it is the oldest model I've got that I've painted. And it wouldn't have been far off being something I painted quite close to being starting. So the first ever model I painted was an orc.
How old will you have been?
Oh, 7, 6 or 7.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, 6 or 7. Then it was a Space Marine, and my dad painted some with me. And then he took me to the shop and asked me to pick something out. And I picked this Dark Elf Sorceress out because I just thought she looked cool. And the colour of the hair is, like, now I know more, like going back and looking, she won't be blonde. The pale skin, it would be there. The fact I've tried to do a face tattoo as well is outrageous at that age. The reason I picked this one is because a lot of people don't appreciate where they've come from, I think, sometimes. So being able to look back at something and being able to be like, well, that's where I've come from to now is not humbling, but it keeps you in check.
When you get where you're going, remember where you came from.
Yeah, that'll do. So the next one I've got to talk about are, so this is a squad called First Claw. They're Space Marines, but they're bad guy Space Marines.
Bad guys.
They're evil Space Marines, from a certain point of view. They are in a series of books. The first one's called Soul Hunter, and it's by an author called Darren Densky-Bowden that I've had the immense pleasure of meeting and having a chat with. And every time he writes a book, I fall in love with a character that inevitably dies. And these models are important in my journey of painting and modelling because everything on there, so the equipment, the guns they're carrying, the sword that the main character Talos is carrying, are accurate to the book. So I caved through at the time, different models on the website and picked out the different armour marks, the different weaponry they had. And for example, the apothecary that's in the squad at the back, he has an Arthesium, which is a Space Marine like healing equipment on your arm. And they're all left-handed, but in the book he uses a right-handed one. So I had to, the only model that had a right-handed Arthesium was at the time a real obscure model that I had to then buy because I needed it, and I only needed it for one part of his arm, not his whole arm, just his forearm, because that's where it lives. So I had to butcher this whole model just for one part of it, and went through it, and like I say, it's all accurate to the book, and it was just a real fun project to do, and it was one of the first ones where it was like doing it for a purpose rather than just to play the game, if that made sense. So this is Gottfried Gurnisson, who is again a character from a book. This is a model that GW make, Games Workshop make, that you can pick up. I think he's still available, and he's just a very angry dwarf, and he's a slayer. So in dwarven culture, a slayer is a dwarf that's committed some sort of crime or had something shameful happen to them. So they take the slayer oath. So they normally shave their head and leave a mohawk, paint that ginger, or dye it ginger, dye their beard ginger, and they just hunt the biggest monster on the battlefield and go after it. And their aim is to die killing it, essentially, to repent for their sins.
The glory of death.
Yeah, so it's to, like, they wash away their sins in the blood of their enemies. So
that's sick.
Yeah.
That ain't a metal lyric, I don't know what is.
So this was one of the models that when I finished painting it and looked at it, was like, oh, I painted that. It was one of them light bulb moments that when I'm painting, like, oh, I can do it this way, or just something clicks, and I can't describe it. It's only really, you can only really do it in person. But I've had it in other walks of life where you're trying to do something, or you've been trying to do something, and then one day it just all makes sense, and you're no longer trying, you're just doing.
Who's your favourite Pokemon?
Favourite Pokemon? Ninetales.
All right.
And the reason being, my first Pokemon game on the Game Boy, my first Game Boy I got was a Game Boy Advance. Went to the shop to get Pokemon Gold and didn't have it. So my dad was like, do you want to wait for it? I was like, no. They've got silver on the shelf, that'll do. So took silver home, started playing that. And then after spending what felt like a lifetime as a child beating the bin with the milk cow, whatever its name is, it just does a roll attack. Yeah. And beating that, then spending another lifetime trying to find out how I get past the tree that just dances every time you interact with it.
Sudowoodo.
Yeah, and then finding out you have to speak to a random character in a random house for a random reason and picking up the watering thing, which, again, get through him. First encounter in the next area is a Vulpix. I love Vulpix. I think Vulpix is such a nice design. Yeah. Captured this Vulpix. It was like level, I think in that area it's like 15, 16. I was original with my name, so I called her Foxtail. and then spent the rest of the game leveling her up without realising you need a Firestone to evolve her. So every time I got to like level 40 with her, I was like, oh, she'll evolve next. And then I had that Vulpix at level 99, and it never went over. I could never understand why. I thought it glitched the game or something. And then, when the way I was brought up, you didn't take anything to school with you. You took your books and your pencils and your pencil case to school. You didn't trade anything. You didn't swap anything. You didn't borrow anything. You didn't lend anything because it didn't come back. That's my mum's like montage. So I never used to take my Game Boy to school. And then one day I'd stayed at my grandma's house and took my Game Boy to school because I wasn't checked. Like, I made it past airport security and landed at school and showed a kid, oh, I've got level 99 Vulpix, and this guy was obsessed with trying to get me to clone it, and you could do a trick with the PC where you're taking and saving it and then taking the cartridge out, and I was terrified of the game going wrong, so I was like, I'm not doing it. And then I was like, but why won't she evolve? He's like, oh, you need a Firestone. I was, again, I can just remember being furious. Yeah. Like, it's one of the moments in life where I know it's not possible, but I tried to become Super Saiyan because of the rage that were flowing through me. And I'd like to say that stopped it as a child, but it hasn't. Like,
so on the topic of Pokemon and the topic of bootleg cards, I've got 2 packs left of bootleg cards because this one actually opened itself, like the glue fell off. So yeah, these are definitely bootleg. The glue didn't fall off, it evaporated. Yeah, that kind of thing. So I think the packet itself is legit, but they're like vacuumed over the top. So someone that's opened these has sold the packets loose so that people that sell bootleg cards can reseal, is what's happened.
Oh, okay.
It's very scummy.
Scumbags, yeah.
So yeah, let's go through.
Scyther.
Yeah, we've got a shiny Scyther. If he was legit, he'd be worth a pretty penny.
You can tell they're fake.
Yeah, the font is different, the resolution's crap, but still fun to look at. There's Dugong, looking ace. We've got Magnemite.
Hey!
There you go, we got Vulpix, Hitmonlee, Arcanine, Nidoran, Oddish. Yeah, so that's one that was already open. So I think it'd be fun to open these last 2 packs of bootleg cards. So take your pick. Do you want Gyarados or Pidgeot? Pigeon or Sea Dragon? What's it going to be? Big decision.
Because Rianne recently started playing. I got her a Switch for Christmas a few years ago, and she started playing Pokemon games. My only piece of advice for anyone playing the Pokemon games is the first opportunity you get to get a Magikarp, just get one. Just get one, and then be swapping it in and out just to get the XP and get it evolved into a Gyarados, because you can take it the whole way through the game. Before, when I used to buy them from like car boots, you could tell they were fake because of the purple on the like. So boom.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's spent all that time talking about Ninetales and there.
I love Ninetales. Like Pokemon Destiny, isn't it? Zubat, Horsey, Psyduck. That's
so badly done.
Resolution on that. Oh, Rhyhorn, Jigglypuff, Caterpie, Abra, Staryu, Voltorb. Oh, Energy.
So I got this Pigeon.
Unsung Heroes of the UK.
Here we go. We've got...
Oh, is that a Raichu?
Raichu. Shiny. Imagine if that was legit, but it's like shiny all behind the text, which obviously is quite clearly not legit, but kind of cool anyway. Upside down as well, just because it do be like that. We've got Grimer. We've got Krabby. Gengar.
Oh, Gengar's cool.
Jigglypuff. Eevee. Oh, buzzing. There you go, look. Eevee on the Digivice. So
my niece is called Eevee, and I said to her mum, Billy, I was like, you call her Eevee because there's like the Pokemon, she can become whatever she wants to be, and I encourage her to do whatever she wants to do. She's like, I wish I'd put that much thought into naming my child. No, I just like the name. Oh, sorry, Billy, if you're watching, for showing your...
It's that part of the show where Big Daddy DD9 needs to go get his knob out.
DD09. So while I'm not calling him that, has gone to go to the toilet, I thought I'd do a tattoo update, because last time I did a tattoo update while he went out, or just a tattoo show off. So my tattoo artist is Jessie Lou Tattoos _. But yeah, I'll get Alex to share it as well, because again, her tattooing ability is unbelievable. So I recently got this done, which you can't really see on the camera, but it is the guy from the Black Parade dancing with Helena in a frame with the lovers put across it, because my fiance got a tarot card done and I wanted something that was matching, but I didn't want to get a tarot card, so I thought this would look enough like a tarot card to have done. And I also got her initials tattooed in Elvish on my wedding ring finger. So yeah, I think that's Alex back.
So, what are your plans for Shed of Shame as a platform?
Oh, so the Instagram's going strong at the minute. I think I've got like 100, I think it's 178 last time I checked followers, which is amazing. I never thought I'd even get that many. So I keep posting on there, and I will keep posting on there. There is plans to do a YouTube channel, but as Alex will testify, it's the time. It's finding the time, mate. It's hard to find the time to do it.
Until you try and do YouTube, you don't understand how much time it actually
going to take. Yeah, because I've not got any experience in editing. I've never done any editing. The one little video I've done that I've got on YouTube and on the Shed of Shame is, I think I did it in one shot. I think I sent you it, didn't I? Yeah, I did it in one shot on my phone. In an ideal world, I would like it to carry on the Instagram, start doing a YouTube channel for it, because I have got thoughts and opinions on things that are happening in the hobby world around Warhammer and different things that are coming out, and they're re-releasing, they are releasing Warhammer the Old World, which is Warhammer Fantasy 2.0, which is my favourite setting, and they're also doing the Legions Imperialis, which is Horus Heresy, which again, the Horus Heresy is a complete other thing. That's like a complete rabbit hole that I could go down, because it's like, oh, explain that to me. It's like, well, these Space Marines. Well, Space Marines are actually from the Primarch. Well, the Primarchs. Text the ship, and they're traveling through this alternate reality, and there's literally. Mon Digimon sodateru Mon Digimon pendulum. Immense, and there's so much I could talk about on a YouTube channel about it, but it's just finding the time, finding editing skills, learning how to edit. So to sum up,
I was going to say I can't even remember what the question was.
The question was what you're going to do with Shed of Shame.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I feel like I just had a coma. I glazed over then.
I'm glad that it was exciting to listen to that.
You were just speaking, and all I could hear out of your mouth was Digimon is ace. Digimon's really good. Take that. Digimon is mint.
Is it? It's obviously a diversion from Terramon, but it's Lock. Is it Lockmon?
Yeah, that's it. You're getting closer.
I'm going to go with Ratcatcher Lockmon because he's got like.
Yes, it's Terorimon.
Terorimon.
It's a stupid name. You don't know his name, definitely. What is he?
Mushroomon.
That's it. Leomon in short.
Beach Leomon.
I've never seen that. That's insane.
You can imagine him in them shorts and Ogremon in a similar pair of shorts playing volleyball on a beach.
That is someone's fanfic pic right there.
Probably, yeah. Oh, Dan Devimon?
Demi-Devimon.
Demi-Devimon. Oh, they're stuck together. Max has been in them. Oh, it's American Football Leomon.
Yeah, Grap Leomon. We've got Pumpkinmon. He's a pumpkin, he's a mon, he's Pumpkinmon. He's a scorpion, he's a mon, he's Scorpionmon. He's Gotsu, he's a mon, he's Gotsumon. Growlmon. Low resolution.
That's definitely from the anime.
Yeah, but it's low resolution as well, but it's freaking sick anyway.
Yeah,
look at him with his Philip Schofield
but
haircut.
Yeah, no, it should be making. Speaking of social media. Oh, that's cool. He's probably one of the best designs from the original.
And one of the best characters. Because what I don't know which way around it works, but because Izzy was an adopted kid. So I don't know whether it's because I know Izzy was adopted.
Yeah.
But I've always felt like Carbuteramon and Hercules Carbuteramon and Mega Carbuteramon are very fatherly figures to Izzy. And then the fact that Izzy's adopted almost makes me feel like the spirit of his parents are in his Digimon. And I don't know whether I've connected them dots myself or whether it's something that is prominent to other people. I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
Right, we need to crack on because it's been a long time.
Yeah.
We've been recording that long.
So, a nice, brief, short, summarised answer. Back to general Digimon chatter. Share with us an ideal evolution line of a partner Digimon of yours.
Oh, I've already got this in the bank. Caramon is just the original egg. Hookmon, but the one with the cape and the goggles. Biohookmon with the cape and the goggles. Then Virus Metal Greymon. Then
real Metal Greymon.
Diaboromon. Then Jesmon X Antibody.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then Jesmon GX. So it's basically like starts off in the right direction, has a bit of a turn, has even more of a turn, kind of comes back a little bit, but is still in the redemption arc of like, it's because he's got like the artwork I've seen for Digimon GX, he's got the tattered cape on, and he still looks like he's and then redemption arc with GX.
Yeah, sick.
Pack.
You're getting good at that.
I am.
You've been practicing that.
When people are even buying boxes at the shop, I'm just like, can I just borrow them for a second? Cobbing them everywhere. Is it Mimi's baby?
Yeah, it is.
Siegmon.
You got it.
Oddish.
Okay.
Wizardmon.
Yep.
Oh, it's a shit Sandslash.
Armadillo Mon.
Armadillo Mon.
Here we go. We got Meramon. Koromon.
That's what I meant.
Edgemon, tribute to Alice. Parrotmon.
I've never seen him before.
Ooh, Hayden is going to be stoked, isn't he?
Yeah.
Imagine if I gave this to Hayden. I'm not giving it to you. I am. I'm not. But I am. But I'm not. Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
What would you like to see in the future of Digimon, digital monsters?
So I've been thinking about this one.
Hell
so
yeah.
for me, I've mentioned it on the last Cold Ones about a card game where you're taking something on. But for me, the overarching message in Digimon is not giving up and power through friendship and power through like teaming up. And I do think it's missing a multiplayer something. Doesn't have to be a card game, could be a computer game, could be something new for the V-Pets, just something that's like you and your friends go out and do something. Do you know what I mean? Like, me and Ree have recently started playing a game called Arkham again with Tim and our friend Gareth. And Arkham Horror, I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I know about Digimon, that's it.
Yeah, okay. So in that, you're playing a wide range of characters. They've got their own unique equipment, but then you pick different equipment from different cards, and you play a story. So you play like 8 missions, and they all follow on from each other. It's like a D&D group for a card game. And just something like that where you're all playing against something else, because it's not like Pokemon is quite a solitary journey. Like, apart from Ash's story, like a lot of the, like you play the Game Boy game, Game Boy games, or the Nintendo Switch games, is your own, your story is. But Digimon's always been about groups, hasn't it? Really, a bond. That's it. I would love them to do either actually commit and actually do a new anime and be like, right, we're actually going to put it somewhere that everyone can access it, and not just 6 people in their shed that have heard of Microsoft.
Someone that's prepared to spend 120 quid to buy an English version of something they've already watched.
Yeah. Or, yeah, just something cooperative. Something that actually encourages you to as a group, or something that rewards you for being a group and doing something. Like, Pokemon Go. When that came out, when that originally came out... That
was world peace for like 6 weeks.
Oh, mate, when that originally came out, and it was over here, it was the bootleg Japanese version as well, because everyone hacked their phones to be able to get it.
Yeah.
I remember walking through... the non-distinct city I live in, and coming past a area that's got like a communal area, and there's loads of benches, and me and my friend were walking through. I'm not playing Pokemon Go. As soon as I found out it wasn't like the Game Boy games, you couldn't battle, it was just, you flicked your balls at people. I was like, no, I'm not about that. Like, I use my balls for someone else. It wasn't for me, so I didn't download it. But then we come round into communal area. I'm like, what are all them people doing? And there was like 6 different groups playing Pokemon Go and all laughing, chat. I'm like, I'm the weirdo here, not you lot. Like, I'm the outsider. And it's like something like that. Like, got people going out and talking and chatting, and it just.
Obviously, I think that's what this is, the battle bracelet. But they've just not marketed it properly here.
Okay, then Bandai, focus on the West a little bit more. Like, it's great that you got it all in Asia and in the East, but like, you've got a massive loyal fan group over here that have dealt with so much for so long, and just give them summits, like reward them for the loyalty that they've shown you.
But yeah, definitely something collaborative, something. Yeah, to be fair. Pretty much the summary of what every guest on Finding Digimon so far has said, to really dumb it down and just summarise it, is what Digimon needs is commitment from the people that make Digimon. That's it. But, like I've always said in the face of this, is on the flip side of that, it gives people like me and pretty much anyone watching these videos the opportunity to take that ownership, because there is no ownership of it.
I can actually tell you a real life story about it. So, Games Workshop, who make Warhammer,
is that like Digimon?
But Sort of.
Digimon. I'm gonna just blast them now.
Blast them.
You've got half, I've got half. So before you start, say a Digimon that you want to see in these packs. Consider the packs so far, they seem to mostly just be Digimon Adventure characters. So if you say Diaboromon, it's quite unlikely.
I'd love to see like a really cool artwork for Devimon.
Okay.
He's in the first season, isn't he?
Yeah,
the big bad guy, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm going to say Metal Greymon. So I want a Metal Greymon. Sam wants a Devimon.
Or an Angemon. Devimon or Angemon. Because they're the two like OG.
Okay, so I'll say Metal Greymon or Skull Greymon.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Skull Greymon.
No, you got Devimon.
He's not in the first season,
yes,
is he?
He's in the first season.
No, but he's not in the first arc of the first season.
Come on, Sam. So you're looking. Sam's looking for Angemon or Devimon. I'm looking for Metal Greymon or Skull Greymon.
Skull Greymon's after Devimon.
Yeah.
So he's not in the first arc.
He's in the first season though.
DemiVeemon.
You got it. Yes.
Nicandromon.
Always learning.
Tyrannomon.
Yeah.
Sunamon. Oh well, that's season 2.
Yeah, season 2. Yeah,
so's Armadillo-Domon.
Yeah, he is. But I'm just judging. I'm doing what I can. All right. Okay, we've got tribute to Rage89. We've got Deramon, Divermon, Garbagemon, Mojamon, and Mega Seedramon.
I was gonna tell you.
I deserve it after all this. I deserve it.
That's the one that saved Luna.
Yeah. Florence.
I got one right and then the other one wrong. Gav. Oh.
Okay, another pack.
He looks like Wizardmon after a cold Mons.
It's pretty much what it is, to be fair. Numamon, Cubimon, Dark Tyrant. He's sick, isn't he? Cool. Look how cool he is. Elecmon, tribute to my beautiful wife. Cyberdramon. Just a random 3D art.
Nice, cool artwork.
Yeah, that's
Cyberdramon is cool.
Definitely stolen, but whatever.
Allegedly, definitely.
Yeah, allegedly, definitely, maybe, probably, sort of, maybe. Who knows?
Flamedramon. Koromon. Airdramon. Pigeonmon. Oh, I know his name, but I don't.
He's sick as
yeah.
It's Megadramon.
Megadramon.
Come on, Metal Greymon. Vilemon. Motimon. Ibidramon. Bakamon. Pixiemon. Low resolution. Again, they've gone to the effort of texture in.
Amounts in each pack as well.
Sorry?
Have there been random amounts in each pack?
I think so. I don't know. Whatever.
At this point, we're too busted.
It was like 10 quid for the whole box, so we can't expect too much.
I love the fact that you've ordered the last ones and ended up with these ones as well. Right.
Deramon. Divermon. Garbage. This is the same pack. Mojo. This is the same. Oh, Waramon's one. That's slightly different. There's going to be a Metal Greymon in this one. Are you ready? Dicks out for Metal Greymon. Tanamon. Seedramon. Kiwimon. Woodmon. Ooh, XPmon. I'll take that. That's
nice art as well. Oh, 2 babbies. Ooh.
That is Strike. That is who I've got right here.
Is it?
Yeah. Strike-Dramon.
He almost looks like a mix of like Veemon and Stingmon.
He's Cyberdramon's champion level.
Is he?
He is.
Yeah, okay.
This young geezer. I'll show you his face. Ready? Shaky Digimon. Here it comes. Here it comes. Look at that. Yeah. There he is. What a geese.
Elecmon. Oh, I thought.
War G.
Oh, yeah, War G. He always deletes my shit.
He loves deleting. DemiVeemon. Mechanorimon. Tyrannomon. Sudamon. Oh, I always get this wrong. Okuamon. Burning Hot Meramon. Low Resolution Koromon. Edgemon. Tribute to Alice. Parrotmon. And Veemon. These. And the final pack of this bootleg box.
Oh, is it Digitama because he's an egg?
Hell yeah.
Ah, I get it now.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
I was late realising
no doubt, yeah.
This little thing, that little thing, Strike-Dramon,
yeah.
Elecmon, and Skull Greymon. Oh, he's called it.
That's it.
100% not official, but I'll take it because, you know.
Has he got the cobwebs on him that you mentioned?
No,
when on your last Finding Digimon you spoke about him.
Yeah. So, Mr. Sam, the final segment of this video, share a message with the Digimon community.
So I've been watching, as Alex knows, the Finding Digimon series has been one of my favourites you've got on your channel at the minute.
Oh, you've
absolutely loved it. My line of work, I see a lot of faces and a lot of names, so I'm each each video has been good, and each message they've said has been good. And something I said on the last video, which you'd probably attribute to me anyway, is never half commit to anything. So the reason I say that as well is, in my opinion, an underrated film is Troy with Brad Pitt in it. I don't know if you've ever seen it. But when I was doing an interview for a job that I really wanted, which was actually at Games Workshop, who produced Warhammer.
Sound like Warhammer.
A little bit, just a little bit. They asked me to, off the cuff, just said, describe your favourite scene from a film. And it caught me that much off guard. And I was like, oh. Instead of going Lord of the Rings, instead of going something new, I went with Troy. And it was a scene where he's talking to a priestess in a tent. And she's on about, like, the gods are going to punish him. And he says that he doesn't fear the gods because the gods fear him and would be jealous of him, because as a mortal, he's only ever here once. None of these moments will ever come again. And nothing will be more beautiful than in the moment he's there. And that kind of like resonates with me, because that's why you should always never half commit to something, because you're never going to get that chance to do it again. You're only ever going to get that chance in that moment. So it doesn't matter if it's a little silly project for something, or if it's a YouTube video you're going to do, or if it's coming and drinking a stupid amount of beers and opening cards with your mate. It's always be yourself in it, always throw yourself into it, and try and get the best resolution from it. And it's what I've done at work. It's what I've always done at work, and it's what's got me where I am today. So yeah, just never half commit, and just remember that if there were, I'm not religious at all, but if there were gods, they would be jealous of us, not the other way around.
I was in. Yeah, I'll drink to that, mate.
Cheers.
Right, this has been sick. We're going to end this video now, and then we're going to stagger on down to the game store and just pretend to be sober for a bit.
No, I'm not pretending nothing.
Alright, it's been ace. Make sure you check out Sam Shed a Shame on Instagram and beg him to come onto YouTube and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, these cards were definitely fake. Don't buy them. Don't support people that steal art.
My final message is go and check out everyone else that's ever been on Alex's channel's stuff. So Dom, all the other guys that have been on and done the Finding, I say Dom because it's the one name I know. All the other guys that have been on and done the Finding Digimon, just go and support their stuff and look at their stuff, because it's all ace. Even if it's in another language, just sit there and enjoy it.
Hell yeah. Buzzing.